Go! Who's going to get it into turn one with... Finally away. There you go, Benjamin. Not getting a great launch. That's going to allow the Alpine to get through. But no, there's contact and I do not believe it. What just happened there? Moves off to the other part of the circuit. Takes out End Andrews with him. That's a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. Sidewinder leads the way. It's almost 3 wide and it's 3 wide. There's more contact as that's now Luke down the order. More start issues between the lot of them. And that is now Benjamin recovering. But Zingy goes from P11 to P2 with just a few corners. What the hell just happened? That's now Robbo right behind Benjamin here, trying to get a good run after Benjamin's issues right then. Nifojan is going to make it 3 wide. 3 wide for Nifojan. He's going to have both of them. There's contact as Robbo couldn't go anywhere. It looks like there's almost more contact with the Aston who makes a move. PJ going up the order. Benjamin actually went off the circuit. Is he going to have to let somebody go? He's not. He had to let Nifo go, but it's still so difficult through here. 2 wide, many cars involved. They just about filter through. No, Eager Pro right behind Benjamin here, trying to get through, trying to swarm Ben as they had that bad start initially, but not enough space there. Eager Pro going for a very opportunistic stand is now going to lose out to End Andrews, who's already going to make this move back. Absolutely crucial. And that is Luke retiring. He's given up. He's voluntarily retired from the race, and that is it. That is going to be the Alpine of Benjamin having a look at Sebi. Will End Andrews try and get in on the action? He wanted to have a look, but it wasn't enough. He just can't find a way through on this Aston. Looks to the inside line. And he's going to send it so close with the Alpine. The Alpine had no idea he was there. They managed to avoid any kind of tangle, sticking his nose back to the inside of Sebi, but Sebi can't find a way through. He's going to have to yield and give that one up. That is Sidewinder being passed by Nifo as he does... being passed by Zingy, sorry, as that is a mistake for the Alpine of PJ, and that's going to be Robbo going for the move. Is he just going to get the move done? He will, and they're not going to fight each other too hard, but I'll tell you what, who will fight each other is End Andrews and Benjamin, as he still wants to try and go for the move again, try to find a way through, but it's not going to be possible. The yellow there, as that is behind. Who was that? Was that an owl? Aston. Sidewinder. It was Sidewinder. I do not believe it. What a shame, going from P2 all the way down to P8. And Andrews, is he going to look for a move on PJ already? Flashing light for that Alpine. He can't get close enough. He's going to outbrake himself as End Andrews, and he's not going to be in a good position. That is Eager Pro and Benjamin going side by side. Eager Pro will get ahead, and Benjamin can't find a way through, and he's actually going to lose a position there to Sidewinder as well. DRS available for the final time, the final major overtaking opportunity here for End Andrews. Is he going to have a go, or is he just going to secure that P4 on the grid? He's closing. Robbo will hold on for now. Anybody behind? Are they going to go for a move? Sidewinder gets close, but it's not enough. And it is over unless they can find one final send into the final few corners. Is End Andrews going to have a look at Robbo? It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. It is worth it. He's going to go for it side by side. There's a little bit of contact, just a wheel bang. Zingy wins the sprint race, and that's going to be Nifo in P2. Zingy taking the win, Nifo in P2, Robbo in P3. End Andrews, PJ, Igor, Sidewinder, Sebi, Benjamin, Yordi and Heischler. DNFing was Luke earlier on. Go! Who's gonna get it into turn one? We're finally away. Zingy gets away. Well, as usual, Nifo's gonna slot into P2, but it's what about happens behind. We've got Robbo to the inside, to the outside. It's End Andrews, and he swoops through. Gets to P3 immediately. Is a switchback available for the Ferrari? No. His run will be stopped. That's Jordi into P6 already. As he fights for P5, does cut the corner, unfortunately, but he's there. That is unfortunately PJ round. So I'm really interested to see what happens here, as Jordi's absolutely rapid, trying to make the best of these soft tyres as he swoops around the outside. Phenomenal move there, even on a default setup. Maybe the default setup isn't too bad around France. That's something to consider, of course. You could change the brake bias, you can change everything else, but yeah, pretty good job from Yordi right now. He's right behind End Andrews. He's spamming that ERS, and he's going to zoom through already. That soft tyre is absolutely incredible at the moment. Zingy leads the way. That's Nifo going to be passed by Yordi possibly already. No, Nifo has managed to get the benefit of that straight line speed. And Andrews trying his best to get here, but that is, Yordi going for a move on Nifo. Phenomenal stuff into the S section. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant job. That is a red flashing light already, though, on that McLaren. So he's gone aggressive. He's made the moves that he needs to on this soft tyre. Now he's going to have a bit of damage limitation and hope the DRS is enough. As you can see, Nifo catching significantly interesting defensive manoeuvres from Yordi. He goes slightly defensive but moves back to the racing line. He's got to be careful in how he does that, otherwise he could be in trouble. Nifo is going to look to the outside line. Yordi is going to be right there. There's contact between the two as they tries to squeeze each other, and that is now going to be End Andrews making that position as he rejoins the circuit, tries to stay ahead of Robbo. Robbo's going to be right there, but they're going to have to wait behind. But that is Zingy losing a lot of time as they go into the chicane there. Here we go, and Andrews catching a lot. You can see he's catching massively, massively. And he will be right on the outside. And Andrews goes to the outside line and he makes the move stick. That's absolutely incredible. Yordi going to try and stick it back to the inside. There's no way he's ever going to find space there. He's going to try and do a switcheroo to the inside as he's really trying to push everything he possibly can. The space is minimal and he just about gets through. That's absolutely incredible. Incredible from both of them there. Yordi holding on for dear life on these soft tyres. And Andrews going to be catching up once again. This time he's not going to be close enough to make a move just yet. There will be a bit of a tap, and that is going to be a slight loss of the rear there for Yordi. That's a little bit cheeky there for End Andrews, but he'll give the position back. End Andrews is having a look. He knows he's in a good position. He has that DRS and he has the better tyre compared to Yordi. He needs to make sure that he has the advantage, but that is a big crash, a big crash, and Yordi is out of the French Grand Prix. And Andrews has the advantage at this stage of the race with that medium tyre. If he can, he has a bit of something to play with, and he will go for it. Zingy going to go defensive, then goes to the inside line, and now going for the switchback. This End Andrews going to try and find a way to stick his nose in, but cutting him off was Zingy there. Aggressive, just about fair. And Andrews, in fairness, wasn't close enough to really make a move. Here we go, though. And Andrews is going to get his first major opportunity to overtake as he decides to back off. He decides to back off. He had the inside line, doesn't want to go for it. Zingy all of a sudden went to the racing line. Now on the exit, this is where End Andrews wants to go for it, but he's too far away. He backed off, but way too late. And unfortunately for him, that is going to be his run completely over. Nifojan so close as he makes a mistake, misjudging the car ahead. Nifo is going to have a look at a move here. He's going to go for it. He knows what he's got to do. And that's going to be End Andrews braking nice and early. Not going to waste any time. Interesting. He did that with Zingy early on. It just seems to be that he wants to go for damage limitation. So is End Andrews going to have to make it to the pit lane this lap? Is he? Yes, he is. He's going to go into the pit lane there. I think he's going to take it into the pit lane. And that will be Nifo being released into clean air. Where is End Andrews going to come out according to Zingy, of course? Because he could be ahead, possibly. It might be enough. No, I think the tyres are just going to be nice and warm. Is he going to do enough to get that DRS range? Is he going to get across the detection line? I think he did. I think he did. It's the DRS available. Yes, it is. It is. It is. I don't believe it. Unfortunately, that's Sidewinder making a mistake, as you can see in the background. But that is End Andrews getting DRS on Zingy, crucially. You can see the two cars in the background right there, as Zingy has End Andrews close behind. End Andrews did not do enough to get to DRS range so far. That is Nifo going to be side by side, but it's not going to be enough. Nifo will sit in P3 and he's lost out big time, having to wait for his teammate to go for that pit stop. And Andrews probably will have to let Nifo go here. If Nifo's going to charge for it, he is going to charge for it. And Andrews should probably let him go because you know, if he can get slungshot, that's going to help him massively. And Andrews does not fight him at all. That's Igapro retiring in the pit lane, unfortunately. Nifojan getting himself a time penalty as we speak. And Zingy, at this stage of the race, is cruising. He just needs to make sure he doesn't get any warnings himself, and he'll be good to go. Nifojan and Zingy. Nifo going to go for the move here on Zingy. Zingy's going to let him go. He will sit behind. Is he going to get a good exit here, actually? He gets a very nice line. He's going to challenge on the ERS immediately, but just let go. It's lap 22 out of 27. Last time around in Imola, he made the mistake of going for the move a little bit too early on, and then Nifo got back through and took the win of that race. Now, Zingy has been a bit wiser to that. He's going to sit behind Nifo. That is Zingy getting a 3-second time penalty, so it's back on. It is back on. Zingy is going to have to make this move on the final few laps, otherwise he's going to be in trouble. He's got a severe advantage with that DRS. Nifo, 6/10 once again though. Is that trap position going to be enough, and is he going to be able to secure that P1? At this stage, look at this. Look at this. It looks like it will. Now, he does get that to 3. 2/10. Brilliant, brilliant first sector here for Zingy as well. So he's managed to find a little bit. It's right here, though, is where Nifo is superior. He's absolutely dominant on the traction, which is something you don't really expect against Zingy, who is usually the one to beat. Now, Zingy, DRS, closer than ever. This is going to be his main opportunity to make a move, and I think he has to go for it, but it's not going to work. He's too far away. Nifo will stay ahead for now. We're about to start the final lap of the French Grand Prix. Nifo leads the way, and Zingy sits in P2. DRS will be absolutely everything. Who's going to come out on top? The two AlphaTauris going into turn 1 for the final time. This is going to be Zingy's sector to try and hook up. Cuts the corner significantly. Got to be careful he doesn't do that too much, because otherwise he's going to throw it all away anyway. DRS will be available for the final time here for Zingy. This is his only real chance to make a move. It's his best chance, I should say. DRS is available, but Nifo is so quick in a straight line. Despite having DRS, they're pretty much even. Nifo's going to hold on. He's got a final sector to just take this, and he will look at winning 2 in a row. He's just got to cruise all the way to the end, and he is going to go for number 2 this season and 2 consecutive wins. Nifojan comes around the final few corners, and he's going to do it in an incredible way. What a race that was. Nifo is going to win the French Grand Prix, and Zingy will settle for P2 in the end. End Andrews for a P3. Nifo takes the win. Zingy in P2. Then we got End Andrews, Robbo, Luke, Benjamin, PJ, Subwinder, Heischler. DNFing was Sebi, Igapro, and Jordi earlier on.